What's good, y'all? Welcome. So, today I want to talk to y'all about how to get your spark back. Now, for me, I'm still working on it, but I feel a little better. I'm still getting my spark back, but the first thing you want to do, like we gonna get straight into it. The first thing you want to do to get your spark back is like you want to first thing pray. Now, if you don't know about prayer for me, it works a lot. Like, prayer is me telling God what I did wrong, admitting my flaws, letting God know that I need Him, and just basically telling Him the raw truth, telling Him things I wouldn't even tell you guys. Telling Him the things He see I do in private, telling Him the things that I need to work on. Telling Him everything He already sees, but some of the things that no one else sees. All right, that's rule number one. Is prayer. It really helps. Number two, you cry. Okay. Now, somebody like me, I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm very emotional, intelligent. Like, I'm real in tune with my emotions, and as a man, bro, you have to let out. You have to let out tears. You have to cry because as a man, if you don't cry, bro, it's gonna turn into anger. You're gonna be, and that anger eventually is gonna show. It's gonna show up in your work. It's gonna show up in your relationships, your friendships. It's gonna show up some way, somehow, even if it's not that person's fault. It's gonna show up because it's like, as a man, we already aggressive, and you don't want to be aggressive towards someone who don't deserve you to be aggressive. So that's why crying is important, because you feel better after. Even if the problem is not, you feel like the problem is not solved, you let that hurt go. So that's number two, cry. Number three, find someone that you look up to, someone who's doing good, known for keeping a mental health and and good standings. Finding someone who has a relationship with God and just they live correctly. It doesn't mean they're perfect, but they're doing things the right way, and you look up to that person, not because of materialistic things, but because of who they are, how they carry themselves, how healthy they are. That's number three. You always want to put yourself around somebody who's doing better than you, because you want to always be in a way to continue learning, because you're getting your spark. You're praying, number one. Two, you're crying. You're releasing the hurt, the pain, the trauma. Number three, you're surrounding yourself with someone who's doing better than you and knows some of the answers to the problems in your life. And they also is trying to get a relationship with God as well, or they may have it, So all of those things is aligned, Day one, you're talking to God about everything. Day two, you're crying, you're releasing that pain. Day three, you're taking advice on what to do with that pain and how to give it back to God. And how, Now number four, spend less time on social media. Spend less time on social media, because social media can drain the life out of you without you even realizing it. And I'm telling you this from my own experience that I still struggle with. That video I talked about deleting Instagram? Yeah, Instagram is back on this phone. Instagram is back on this phone, bruh. And man, it's hard, bro. Like, I struggle with scrolling. Like, one thing I won't do to y'all is like lie, bro. I have flaws. I mess up. And I struggle with handling my free time in the right way. So number four is spend less time on social media. You can delete it, but if you know how to manage your time, I think that's very good. You're doing better than me. If you know how to have social media and spend less time on it, you're doing better than me, because I need to learn that. For me, sometimes I just have to get rid of it, because every moment I get off it, then go back on, and also, like, spending less time on social media, you're not in tune with the negativity. You're not in tune with the comparison your life to other people, or participating in the competition that's going on about who's getting more money or not. You're focused. You know what you want, and you're not getting distracted. Number 5, write down your progress. Write down how you're doing. Write down the things you're noticing within yourself. So number 5 would just be journaling. So number 1 is pray. Number 2 is cry. Number 3 is surround yourself with better people. Number 4, spend less time on social media. And number 5, write it down. Write down your progress. Write how you doing. Write how your day is going. Write down what went bad, what went good. And these 5 things, bro, you should see a change. Within a week. You should see a change. Probably not a week or 2, but you should see a change because you're doing something that's going to help you, especially when you involve God. Anytime you involve God with bettering yourself, you're going to rise. You get what I'm saying? Because it happened to me. And that's why I involve God in everything. Even in these videos, I talk about God and how I just want to better myself and get my relationship back right with him. Not doing the things I want, pleasing myself, but fully committing, and I struggle with dabbling in sin, and I struggle with that. So these 5 steps should help you guys, because it helped me get my spark. It helped me feel better about myself. Like that spark, you feel good, you're happy, you're jolly. Negative things is gonna come your way, but you feel good about yourself. You're confident. You feel, you feel like you're living. You feel like you're living and you're doing things the right way. You're gonna feel like you're going the right way. But remember, negativity is gonna come your way. But once you once you build that patience within yourself, because you're crying, you're praying, you're surrounding yourself with better people, you're spending less time on social media, and you're writing down everything that's going on. Y'all, these is true gems. This is true gems. They really work for me, and I truly believe this will help, a lot of you guys. So, and yeah, I would suggest that, get your spark back and just feel better about yourself. Know that it's not over, and try these 5 steps and let me know. I'll catch you on the next one.